I got a call from my friends over at Ferrari letting me know that they have a client who really wants to buy my Liberty Walk Ferrari 458 and will not take no for an answer. I'm a little bit nauseous, guys, because I said I would never sell this car, but Ferrari says it's a really strong offer. I'm shaking. I mean, this is my baby. This is a one-of-one heavily modified Ferrari 458. It has a Liberty Walk Widebody kit with a Ferrari Bianco Fuji paint. Custom forged line wheels with the red calipers, GT3 carbon fiber side mirrors that you can only get on a race car, red underglow, and a custom exhaust made by yours truly. Not to mention a PPF job done by AeroWorks, and you guys, they did an incredible job. I mean, she's so beautiful. Can we, James, just real quick do like a pretty little B-roll sequence of her? I've gotten tons of messages and emails from buyers in the past wanting to buy this car, and I've always ignored them. But I'd be silly not to at least humor this one. Oh yeah, she sounds nice. So let's see how good this offer is. Look at that, SP3. Look at the SF90s. 296, let's go, baby. Okay, we have made it to Ferrari of San Diego. Let's go meet up with the new general sales manager of Ferrari to talk about who's trying to buy this car right now. I don't know if I can do this. That looks so good. I mean, look at this Pista right here compared to my car all day. Look at the 296. I mean, it's a beautiful color. I like this color a lot. But then look at her. I don't know what to do. It's been 2 seconds. They've already pulled another SF90 out of here. And they sold a Pista. In the 2 minutes I've been out here.
What is it? The Viola something? I love this color.
It's a beautiful color.
It's so cool.
Well, hello, new general sales manager of Ferrari.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Amazing.
Hunter is now at Ferrari.
Surprise, everybody.
And where Hunter goes, we go. So.
I need to tell you something which I cannot stand. I am sick and tired of robocalls, emails, piles of useless snail mail about random shipping issues, and of course, the dreaded extended warranty calls that even when I ask them if they can warranty my entire collection, they always hang up. Well, you know how you ask to be taken off the list, but the spam never stops? It's because data brokers are collecting your info and selling it to the scammers, advertisers, warranty companies that never call me back. They get so much info on you, your name, age, address, phone, email, license plates, social security numbers, purchasing history, financial info, even political and or religious beliefs. The good news is that you have the right to protect your privacy and request that data brokers delete the information they hold about you. The bad news is that it would take you hundreds of hours to do it manually, and new lists constantly get created, so it would never end as data brokers continue collecting your data and creating new records. All of this brings me to the sponsor of today's video, Incogni, a tool that gets your data off these lists. They do all the work for you. You sign up for Incogni, give them permission to act on your behalf, and they handle the rest. They go out and start by getting your info off these lists, and even when data brokers push back, they don't stop. I signed up to test it out, and the spam has ground to a halt. I've looked for the solution for so long. No more spam mail, calls, or text. This is a game changer. I no longer have to pay for a separate phone to give that number out. Especially for me, keeping my privacy and safety is priceless. Even just making sure that no one can look up your plate and find out where you live is worth it. With that said, go to incogni.com/ecrew or hit the link in the description for 60% off to protect your privacy and fight back on spammers. Again, that's incogni.com/ecrew or hit the link below. Thank you, Incogni, for sponsoring today's episode. Now, let's get back to the video.
So,
thank you.
Oh, it's good to see you, and
nice
congrats on all the success. This is
you.
huge.
Thank you. So is this. You finally listen to me. Wait.
Do you like?
Yeah, Bianco Fuji
I
finally.
know. It's the color since day one you were rooting for.
Literally.
We were talking about, and then I end up going the Toyota blue, and there's the whole thing with Ferrari. They literally negotiated to work on my car if I painted it.
Get rid of that Toyota blue. Ferrari.
Well, you know, I like the thought and I like the execution. It's insane. It doesn't look like an XB anymore.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Dude, it looks so good.
Thank you. I'm so glad you get to finally see this. It's been years. And I
Wow.
painted this, and you're the first person I wanted to come show.
It looks insane. And plus, like the body lines reflecting with the Bianco Fuji, it's gorgeous.
It does. And matching the Bianco Fuji wheels with the paint was a big deal because I didn't want to just powder coat them a basic white to actually have them painted to match.
Yeah, plus like all the dry carbon accents and everything.
Thank
It
you
just
for
it
noticing.
ties in so well. I love it.
It looks good. This was the move for sure.
And plus like the red accents on the interior and the racing seats.
The red with the
stitch.
blue, for whatever reason, didn't go together
It
so well.
wasn't it. It's almost like somebody was saying that the whole time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now it does look like mini LaFerrari.
It does, with the sharp front end.
That was our like thought
Yeah,
the whole time
yeah.
too. I love it so much.
Thank you. It just pops compared to everything else here. This pops.
It does.
And it's why I don't know if I can sell it.
You might want to sell it though after the offer.
Oh, I don't know.
Like let me try to convince you to at least consider it. Like we'll talk about that later.
Okay. You're doing
I'm
a
proud
really
of
bad
you.
job having
yeah.
me sell this right now.
Well, how do you think I'm going to sell it on the other end? I do have a car here that I kind of need to show you a little bit.
Okay.
Follow me.
Is it an F40? Is it an F40? Is it for sale? You're like, anything's for sale.
for sale for the right price.
I recognize this motor, or should I say engine?
Stay away. Stay away.
You know, I've got an exhaust that would fit perfectly on this. Spoiler alert, it's the one that's in my car.
Look on the horizon. Oh, meanwhile.
Oh, this is a genuine reaction to that F40.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just touch it? Oh my god. I love coming to like the back garage of like Ferrari dealerships and places like where they actually work on the cars. Yeah, dude.
Meanwhile, especially how they have there to.
It's okay, my eyes are locked. You guys, I'm obsessed.
Yeah, too obsessed with an F40. Remember at Car Week?
Yes.
That should have been your car.
I'm gonna own one, but every time I feel like I can get close to it, it doubles in price. I mean, they're at like what, $2.6 million right now?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, some are even more depending on the miles and Class A certification and everything.
I remember when there was one for sale for like 1.2 and the guy was willing to take one. I was like, I mean, you guys, we're talking about $1 million here. Like, that's a lot of money. But for whatever reason, $1 million doesn't seem as much, but now they go for like 2.6, almost 3.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have ever been a dollar amount for you because you would have never sold
I know. Then I would have
Ever.
made money on it too.
Yeah, and then you would have been like, oh, I have to sell it. Yeah, no.
No, never.
I'm
This is
I'm
clean.
gonna find the title and rip it up if you ever
Yeah,
get one.
I never would. How many miles are on this?
Let me look.
I'm curious.
35,000 miles, and it looks pristine.
Wow. Are those real miles? Looks
Yeah.
like it's just ran on a dyno for 35,000 miles.
Like a warm-up treadmill.
Yeah. God, I love it. Can I touch it?
Just like this.
Just a little.
Just like pet it a little bit.
God, I love this. This thing's beautiful. Hey, you guys got another showroom back there too.
Yeah, we
This
do.
place is huge.
We're one of the largest Ferrari dealerships in the United States. We're one of the
Really?
top Ferrari dealerships for sure.
Wow. You guys, you know I've made it when I own an F40. I've been trying to buy a wrecked one, but even a wrecked one, like I'm gonna be spending so much money by the time I get parts and everything for it.
Yeah. If any of you wreck your F40, you know who to call.
Yeah. Please don't wreck your F40, but
Not the insurance company, just...
now I see a LaFerrari after I've like got over the F40.
One of the coolest cars that we come across, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, like F40s, F50s, but the LaFerrari just is like...
I love, and you know what's funny? A lot of people say they prefer the Daytona SP3 over the LaFerrari, but
Yeah, I mean, Daytona SP3 is pretty cool. So
naturally aspirated V12, you don't have the hybrid system, but this
And-
is just art. This is art to me.
it is, but the SP3 as well, like with how the engine is mounted, whenever you start the car, you feel that the V12 like
Really?
in your body. It's insane.
Does it drive that much better?
I mean, so I personally never driven one. I just sold one recently, like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
But I never drove it. You know, it's a piece of art. It was brand new.
All in one video, I can drive an SP3, a LaFerrari, and an F40.
The holy
Now
trinity.
we're talking. Now
Yeah,
we're
that would be
talking.
crazy. But one thing about the LaFerrari that people don't typically see, you know, you look online, the car looks massive, doesn't it? But in real life, it's
not
small.
that. Yeah, I was gonna say, are you trying to say it's a big car because
No,
it doesn't?
it's not.
Yeah.
But you know, I look online and it seems like it's like super long and
I think it's
tall
just
and
the
wide.
aggressiveness of
Yeah.
the body that makes it look bigger than it is. You guys, my collection one day is gonna be sick. I mean, my collection now is sick, but I'm working on
Need
it.
a few more horses in the stable.
Yeah, agreed.
So do you want to see the other showroom?
Yeah, I want to see it.
So what we're doing is on this side, we used to be Maserati. So we
Okay.
actually
It makes sense.
yeah. So we essentially got rid of Maserati, and this side is our specialty pre-owned section essentially.
Okay.
So we do carry things like what you're about to see. So Porsche,
Wow.
Porsche, Lamborghini.
So you guys have officially opened a pre-owned part of the
Yeah.
dealership. Wow.
Yeah, so we could still source really anything that anybody wants, period.
Yeah.
So from McLarens, Lambos,
Mustangs.
Bentleys, yeah, Heritage GT 500, track
Wow.
pack, yeah, and even like a 50-mile 2023 812 GTS, which is one of the lowest miles examples in the United States.
Wow. And these are all in crazy good condition too.
I mean, typically, especially in San Diego, it seems like they take care of their cars really, really, really well.
Yeah. And this is your office.
Yeah, it is. Welcome to my humble abode, just moving in.
Nice artwork. I was gonna comment on
removing the
that.
Levantes off the wall. But yeah.
So cool. Shutting the door because we mean business.
Okay. So
All right,
there's
talk to
something
me.
I need to talk to you about.
All right.
Serious buyer, literally obsessed with a car,
Okay.
and he also just so happens to love Bianca Fuji. I'm not making this up.
It sounds made up, but
No, but really, and you know, he was kind of like toying around the idea of what to buy. Didn't ever think that you would sell it. And I was with him the other day, and he's like, "You need to call her, and you need to like try to get her to sell it." So we talked quite a bit, and he started off a little bit lower, but I've got him to be willing to pay $350 and send you a buyer for the car.
oh geez, that's more than double what I paid for it.
Yeah, and he knows. I mean, he's followed the build and everything else and the progression, but he obviously cares about like what you've done to it and,
Right.
and how it's gotten to this place. And yeah, I mean, he's a serious guy, serious buyer, and would set a wire.
I have been talking about a Revuelto. If I sold the 458 and I sold the Aventador, I could get a Revuelto. And I know you could get me one too.
For sure. I mean, that's the easy part.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to sell the 458.
I told him that you probably weren't just gonna like jump on it or whatever else.
think on it. I don't want to say it's one of my favorites, but I love this car a lot.
That was your first supercar.
It was.
You know,
Yeah.
458s aren't going down.
No, and actually they've gone up in value, which
Yeah,
is
a lot.
wild.
We
Yeah.
talked about that, but it's happened.
Yeah.
You know, 9,000 RPM Redline, flat plane crank V8,
Yeah.
mid-engine, and it's something that's special to you. And you just finished it.
And how much could I even get a 458 now for? Stock with a clean title?
We just sold one. I mean, granted that was a Spider, but that went north of 300 grand. So for like a nice coupe, somewhere in the mid 200s.
Yeah, and I paid 140 for mine, however many years ago it's been now.
Yeah, which at that point it's like your initial point of investment. You can never do the same thing again.
Right.
I mean, it would probably cost you more than $350 just to get it done.
I feel like you're talking me out of it right
Well,
now.
because I love the car. Finally, you painted Bianca Fuji, and then now you want to like. I mean, I have to do my friend justice and still
Right.
offer it to you and present it to you, and I have to do you justice because $350 is a lot of money.
How long until I need to give you an answer on the 458? Do I have
I mean, to be honest, he's pretty like hot and cold.
Okay.
I would love to tell you, oh yeah, take your time, but in this business, it doesn't really work like that. So, I mean, probably try to get back to me before the weekend on it, and I'll just try to keep him on ice. I mean, it is a solid offer, but I understand that, like, it's something that has a lot of sentimental value to you as well, and I value that. I'd like to think that he would want to buy it forever, but I don't know. So please let me know ASAP.
Okay. On a separate topic, I did bring something else I would like you to sell. Let's go outside.
I didn't even see you pull up at another car. Sean, did you drive it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
What is it? If you didn't have like 900 cars, I would probably try to guess, but...
Can you see it
the
from
Aventador?
here? It's the Z06. Oh, that'd be so sad if I brought the Aventador back to sell. Could you imagine?
I mean, dude, I don't know.
Oh my god.
I like.
Yeah. So tucked behind the very many Ferraris is actually
328i.
Yeah, right.
Sport. Oh my god.
Yeah.
In my mind, as soon as I saw this, I saw you like on track in all the videos and everything. Like literally, I knew information about this car from you before meaning just like your social media, before I even saw one.
Yeah, I mean, I literally
Like, you
was
are
in
the Z06.
I was in the global commercial for
Literally.
the Z06. It's a big deal.
And
This is
color.
VIN 28. This color is very special to me. I am buying the ZR1 though, and I have too many cars.
I mean, I can for sure sell it if you want to sell it.
I think it's time. I think it's time to sell this. I don't need 3 C8 Corvettes. I'm forever keeping the Stingray. Still working on that, by the way. But with the ZR1 coming, I think it's time to say goodbye.
I mean, I'm never going to say no to selling a car for you. Give me the key.
Yep.
Okay, you don't get it back.
No, I know, and I'm ready. I've put I don't sell cars a lot. I've put so much thought into whether or not I should do this. And if I would have sold it back then, when I got over MSRP for it, that would have been smart. But now, I don't know that I'm gonna even get MSRP.
I'm honestly shocked that you're giving me this car right now.
I know, I am too.
It'll be for sale, FerrariofSanDiego.com, or message me on Instagram, Hunting Hypercars.
Hunting hypercars. I'm ready
Okay.
to part ways. Let's do this. Best offer, that's who's getting it. You guys can reach out to Hunter.
We'll make it happen. Owning a piece of history, in my opinion, for sure.
Oh my god,
I
now
think this
like
is gonna be like.
I feel sad. Now like hearts.
At least you have the video to look back to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you were such a fundamental part in this car,
Thank
in my
you.
opinion,
Thank
for
you.
General Motors.
Yeah.
But you're still gonna do great things and keep doing great things and be involved with more cool projects and everything else.
I
but-
hope so, and unfortunately, I'm just not in the position in my life where I can keep every car I own. I am very limited by my parking in the space, and this car is too good to modify. I've tried putting nitrous on it, I tried putting twin turbos on it, I've custom fabbed my own exhaust for it. It's bone stock right now as I sell it, and I'm not one to keep cars stock, so that's ultimately the biggest reason why I have to let go of it.
Okay, fair enough. Somebody's gonna get a really, really, really special car.
I
I guarantee
think so
one of my
too.
collector clients that follows you is gonna call me as soon as the video drops, and it's gonna be like,
Aw, I hope so.
I
I
went.
hope it goes to one of you guys. It's time to say goodbye. That sounds amazing. I need to take everything that's mine out of this car, stick it in the 458, and get ready to drive back home. Obviously, I can't sell the 458 now anyways because I need it to drive back home, but I don't know if I can sell it. It's funny, every time I get an offer for a car, it's like, I can't sell cars. I'm not good at it. I didn't even want to sell the Z06. I don't like selling cars. I've sold like 2 cars my entire life, and one of them I end up finding in like, can I call it a head's backyard?
What's going on?
Do you know who the owner of this car is?
This car?
Yeah.
This is my buddy. He's in jail.
I wish I could just keep every car on the face of the earth, like everyone. Anyways, I digress. Okay. I will let you know by the end of the week what I'm gonna do for the 458. I don't know if I want to let her go, but I'll let you know.
I don't blame you if not.
Yeah, but thank you,
just consider
and
it.
thanks for selling those Z06 for
You're
me.
welcome. We'll get it solved.
Yeah, sounds good.
So nice to see you, by the way.
You too. Give me a
Glad that you're
hug.
doing
I'm so
well.
happy for you. Bye. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye. Can you guys guess the story about the sound? That S790 sounds so good.